Okay, you're welcome to today's class. We want to really go into community pharmacy. What is community pharmacy? What is it all about? What is community pharmacy all about? So by the end of this, you should be able to understand or explain ambulatory pharmacy practice. You should be able to explain ambulatory pharmacy practice setting. Ambulatory. We'll talk about it. Do you know what is ambulatory? Ambulatory pharmacy. Don't worry. We'll talk about it. Ambulatory. AMBULATORY. Ambulatory pharmacy practice setting. Then you should also be able to describe the two main types of retail pharmacies. The two main types of retail pharmacies. Remember, our topic for today is retail pharmacy. Are you with me? Retail what? Pharmacy. We introduce community pharmacy, then talk about retail pharmacy. Now, the third one is that you should be able to list the various staff positions in retail pharmacies. You should be able to list the various staff positions in retail pharmacies. You should be able to list the various staff positions in retail pharmacies. Number 4, you should be able to describe the typical work environment of a retail pharmacy. You should be able to describe the typical work environment of a retail pharmacy. Number 5, right? Number 5, you should be able to identify the agency that regulates retail pharmacy practice. Number 6, you should be able to list the legal requirements of a prescription medication order. You should be able to describe the different ways prescription arrive at a retail pharmacy. Another important one is that you should be able to list the steps required for a prescription to be filled. The next one, this one is very important to you as a pharmacy technician. You should be able to discuss the various job duties of pharmacy technicians in a retail pharmacy. Then the last one is you should be able to discuss the importance of confidentiality for personal health information. This course is very important, very important, because it will help you to know who you are in the pharmacy profession, know your responsibilities. If when somebody, as I said the other time, that there's a great difference between that you are doing, you know your work, you know your duties, you are aware of your duties, but you are helping out. Like sometime in the, I think during the presentation, I don't know if you guys were attentive. The pioneer said when they were doing their IT report defense, if you can remember, there was one of them that was like that where he did his IT, they didn't allow them to do this. They didn't allow them to. If they do it, the way he was talking as if, because they are pharmacy technician, they were just looking down on them. They didn't allow them to, without knowing that from what he said that day, he was encroaching into the duties. He even left pharmacy. He started encroaching into the duties of doctors and the nurses. He left pharmacy department. I went to emergency. Emergency unit. Not even pharmacy emergency unit, the pharmacy unit in the emergency unit. He went to the emergency where the doctors and nurses are seeing patients. What is a pharmacy technician doing there? And to crown it all, he felt bad the way he was addressed. He did the way he was, the way they just, push him aside and continue there. He was because he was not happy because he didn't even know that is not his duties. Had it been, he knew that is not his. He wouldn't even feel anything because to him he just helped out. He will even be somehow relieved that those who have that thing as their responsibility came to do what? Take it away from him. He will even be what? Relieved that he is doing what is not his work, and those that were supposed to do it now came and do what? Took over from what he started doing. Instead, he felt bad that they came and took over the thing. Immediately I sensed it. I stood on me. I corrected him immediately. I didn't waste time. I corrected him immediately because I know that's one mistake people are making. Someone that actually, was very attentive to this course in the class, not just listen to what the lecturer is teaching, research on his own, read his duties, read about the course, hospital practice, clinical practice on his or her own. We know that a former secretary have no business. He was saying that we learned how to do CPR. I learned how to do. Are you learning? Did you learn how to do CPR? Is it your work at a pharmacist? You learned it in emergency case. It's okay, wonderful. It's a good thing to acquire a skill. But in hospital setting, you have no business with the emergency department. Leave it for those, except maybe you are passing and a patient is in a terrible situation. No nurse was there to assist, no doctor was there, and you see that this patient is going, and you know how to do it. You can do what? Jump immediately and do something about it, at least to save the patient first. If you know how to do it, there's nothing wrong there. After all, people pass on the street and see somebody, maybe the person was about to, because you know how to do CPR. You know what is CPR, right? Yes. Cardiopulmonary what? Resuscitation, right? You know how to do it on the street. Maybe you see somebody that is about giving up the ghost, and you know that if you don't help the person, you can jump and help to save that life. It helps you to save life in emergency situation. But when you are in hospital setting, it's no longer you have no business. Have you finished giving drugs to patients that are lying up waiting for you in the pharmacy unit? You have not finished that. You left it and jumped to emergency department. It's not your work. So having spoken to him, he now realized we are working. He said, okay. Yeah. Saying yes, that the skill you acquired is a good thing, but you cannot tell me because you know how to give injection, you come to work and leave from pharmacy the department and enter ward to go and give injection to a patient. You need to be examined to be sure that there's nothing wrong. No, for real, the person needs to be examined. So the point I'm making is this: this course will help you to really know your duties, your limitations, your rights, even your benefit, what you are supposed to do, what? Yes, and what is your entitlement? What have you? So please, so we go to pharmacy department and start carrying shoulder as if they are what? Pharmacy. They will dragging work with pharmacist. A patient come. Pharmacist will want to cancel patient. You want to cancel patient. Yeah, pharmacist will see who cancel patient. After you say, hey, is it because I am not a pharmacist? It is not their work.
So what is cancel patient? What is cancel patient?
Where there's a pharmacist on ground, on duty. Even if you are you know how to, you have studied, in fact, you know your pharmacology, you know your AUM, you know your go, you know everything. You know your dispensing very well. You know your principle of human technician practice very well. You know all those things. So far there's a pharmacist there. Maintain your lane. Your own is to do what? Get any precision that comes to the pharmacy. You collect it and go and give it to the what? To the what? Pharmacist. You sit and look at it, analyze it, check interactions, check any medication, whatever error. Do all those things. If it's in order, he will give you, cost it, patient will pay, you collect it and do what? Fill. After filling the prescription, you come and present it to who? The pharmacist. You have done your own work. Yes. You have done your own work. It's not left for the pharmacist to do what? Talk to the patient and hand in the thing to who? The patient. But in some settings, some pharmacies maybe due to, so maybe out of maybe they trust that you can do it, they have assessed you, and they have the confidence that you can do it. They may just allow you, tell you to, okay. That doesn't mean that it is your what? Duties. So we need to understand that.
In the hospital where I do my own, people that sit down to dispense drugs, I ask them their pharmacy, they say no, they're pharmacy technicians. So if other pharmacists are intentionally to go and bring out the drugs, they give this pharmacy technician to cross-check and dispense to the patients.
I'm saying now, every particular setting, it depends on what is obtainable in that place. Some places, pharmacies, I don't know, some people come to work on time. Yes. Some people come at all. Some people come at all.
Once they see you, that's bananas.
And so, where I work, so if I'm there, no, now I will sit down. Patient will come. I will cross, sit down, give it to pharmacy. You bring it and put it on my desk. That's your work. Collect it, fill it, and place it. It's me that will sit down with the patient and talk to the patient one-on-one. Maybe if I want to go and eat or something, and there's a pharmacy technician that I have worked with. There's one that he's now in Togo. He's studying pharmacy now in Togo. One pharmacy technician that worked under me then, he's now in Togo. I think he should be in Fanaye now or 40 pharmacy. The guy, as at that time, the guy was, very smart and sharp and intelligent. He asked questions. He was eager to learn. You see that he has interest in the profession, and he was doing well. At least I could that time have confidence in him. Maybe if I want to go out to go and eat, I'll tell him, okay, take over. He will sit down and do it instead of allowing patient to line up. Maybe I want to go and eat, or maybe I want to go to one doctor to go and rectify some medication errors I noticed in the prescription. He will sit down, and apart from that, and if I come back, he will stand up. That is not his work, and I won't allow it. But now you see a famous technician that doesn't know that this is not my work. We'll be doing all those things you people are doing now. Maybe tomorrow the person will see himself in a well organized pharmacy system where every pharmacy, you have up to 10 pharmacies doing their work. If he's not allowed to see patient, he will start feeling bad. So these people here are now making me look like I don't know anything. The other place I was doing everything, but you don't know that that is not your work. It's not your work. So please let us always remember that. That is why this course is very important. Now, without wasting time, let us now go straight to what we have. Now, in pharmacy, in In pharmacy practice in general, in pharmacy, we have two main types of pharmacy practice. We have the ambulatory and institutional. Ambulatory and institutional. Of course, we don't need to come here and start defining pharmacy again now. True of us. So let us not waste our time there. This is a final year course, so you don't need to come and start defining pharmacy. Just want to say we have the ambulatory and the institutional pharmacy. Now, what is institutional pharmacy? Institutional pharmacy is a pharmacy that is located in a setting where the patient reside close to it. That is, if the patient reside where the pharmacy is located, is considered to be what? An institutional pharmacy. Am I communicating? Example of institutional pharmacy is the one we see in hospitals. The one we see in hospitals, nursing homes, hospices, and long-term care facilities. Now, let us go to ambulatory pharmacy. What is ambulatory pharmacy? Any other pharmacy that is not in the category of what? Any other pharmacy that is not in the category of what? Institutional setting is regarded as what? Ambulatory pharmacy. Are we there? So you can from this thing I said now, you should know what you mean by ambulatory. That means the patient is not doesn't reside where the pharmacy is located. Are you with me? Is it clear? For ambulatory, the patient doesn't reside where the pharmacy is he comes and goes. Are you there? Go there and in fact, ambulatory pharmacy are generally referred to as community pharmacy. Are we there? Ambulatory pharmacies are generally referred to as community pharmacy. Then what is a community pharmacy? Community pharmacy is another name for it. You can call it community-based pharmacy. You can call it what? Community-based pharmacy. So it can be ambulatory or community-based pharmacy. Then, now, what is this community pharmacy? Community pharmacy is the pharmacy that serves. Its purpose is to serve the local community where it is located. Community pharmacy is the pharmacy that it serves the local community where it is located. That's where it got the name community pharmacy. It serves the local community where it is located. That's where the name came from, community pharmacy. Then community pharmacy, when you say community pharmacy, the one that are actually taking the name, taking the, are you aware that community pharmacy can be wholesale, it can be retail? Hope you know. Are you aware? Community pharmacy can be wholesale, it can be retail. Yes. Wholesales are the one that they distribute, they sell in bulk. They get in bulk from companies, from manufacturers, and sell to retail pharmacies. They don't in wholesale community pharmacy. They don't do dispense to patient directly. They don't carry out clinical activities, seeing patients and they don't do all those things. What they do is just they are there to do what? Distribute drugs to retail what? From pharmacies. Now, but the one that actually comes to the mind of people whenever you mention community pharmacy is what? Retail pharmacy is one that actually come to the mind of anytime they mention community pharmacy. What comes to people's mind more is what? Retail. The same way, anytime you mention you mention institutional pharmacy, what comes to people's mind is what? Is what? Hospital. But institutional is far beyond above what? Hospital. It's not just about hospital. Even prison, there is what there? Pharmacy there. Even nursing home. Are you there? If you go to a well civilized country, you understand that that's where these things are sorry, what I'm teaching you, I'm not just teaching. Of course, you should know that with me by now. I prepare my students for global what? Stage. So whatever I'm teaching you here is obtainable anywhere you go. If you go to US, you see it there. But as I'm teaching, I also make sure that I also make Nigerian factor, bring in Nigerian a bit in case you still want to practice here. But just believe in me that most of the things you will see me saying, maybe if you go to a regular class, it may not be presented like that, exactly like that. Because the person that will teach you may choose to focus mainly on what is happening in Nigeria. But I'm just teaching you, not just here, I'm preparing you for a what? Global stage. So you understand that. Now, the most greater percentage of, in fact, almost all of them, community-based pharmacy are privately what? Owned. Almost all I've never seen the one owned by government. Community-based pharmacy, I've not seen. Most of them are privately what? Owned. So most of them are what? Privately what? Owned. Now, having established that, I want to say something. A very important thing I want you to know about this retail pharmacy is that this retail pharmacy or community pharmacy is the most accessible, or one of the most accessible patient healthcare settings. Patients are closer to pharmacists in community pharmacy than they are to doctors. True or false? True or false? Pharmacists in community pharmacy are more accessible when compared to doctors in the clinic. True or false? Anytime they go, the patient may just come. Where is farm? We could call him on phone online. Why on phone? Because I say he's at home. Call him. And if they call him, he will rush and come down to come and see his patient. But you go to the hospital, you stay there. You won't even know when the doctor is coming. You can stay there for like hours before he comes. But you can go to the pharmacy, maybe he's about to eat. He will please, madam, please, I want to eat, I'm coming, oh. He will petting you, I'm coming, oh. Please, have patience, I'm coming, oh. That is how accessible they are. We are. When it comes to that means this community pharmacy has gone a long way, helping saving more lives than you can ever imagine. In fact, they are always the first port of call. That's why it is. I always advise people. If you have somebody that is not, maybe you're not feeling fine, try to see a pharmacist first, because the pharmacist is also in position to even refer you to the right person that will do what? Take care of your case for you. A pharmacist will always know where his limitations are, what he can do and what he should not do. He will direct you. Most of them have contacts of this, the best of the best surgeon, the best of the best consultants. He can always, link you up, always refer you, give you the best referral for your situation. Even me, that is not even working in a community pharmacy, I have worked there before I entered academics. I know that a lot of they telling me, sir, please, now you can't. I say, no. I don't want to take care of it. Look at the person you meet. But you can do it. Then you can do it. I am not a medical doctor. I'm a pharmacist. There's one I know I would do. Yes, I can. If I put my head in it to work or to treat it, I may eventually, get it treated. But the point is this: there are other things I may not know about, which a specialist in that field is in better position to do what? Find out. There are some things I may not see. I may not see it. But once a specialist in that field look at you, he will see it. So because of that, I say one thing, even if yes, still go. Maybe after seeing the specialist in that line, in that field, in that area, you can say, come back, let me know what he said. There are some patients that I will send them, they will go. Maybe after they will come back and say that this what I say, okay, they are nothing serious. They are nothing serious. We can now take care of it. I don't know if you understand the point I'm making, because I know maybe someone may come. There's a person that they complain of maybe eye issues, and I'll be like, I'll look at the person. I'm not seeing something so serious, but I believe that if an ophthalmologist or if an optometrist or optician look at the person's eyes, he may see what I cannot see. Why? That is his area, it's not my area. This is what he spent 5 years in university studying Makanya. Only eyes. I didn't understand me. But me, I studied drug. I studied a lot of things under the same 5 years. How can I compare myself with such person? No, now. There are some minor things that I can take care of, but not. So most of my patients, I'll tell them, go and see this person. Whatever he says, come back, let's see. Some will come back and say that he didn't see, say, or one or something so special, not just minor. They say, okay, I can now say, okay, at this point now, I can now take care of the rest. Because I was afraid that there may be something I may not see, that he may see. So that's the work of, you see, community pharmacy. That's why it's always good. We try it as much as possible. Now some pharmacies are doing it. They go to remote villages and open some. They may have branch in the town. Some may still go down to. There's one pharmacy that is doing it very well in this state now. He goes to different towns, opening different branches. If you know at that junction, at that Enugu, Nimo, there's a pharmacy there. Yeah. That company, the way I like the way they work. They have one at Nice now. This type of thing is good. because it serves as avenue to actually help patient, not just to give drug. A patient may walk in, say pharmacist. From there, if the pharmacist may notice what the patient did not even notice, he can do a good referral for the patient. Okay, now let's continue. Now, another thing I want us to point out is that retail pharmacy provide face-to-face interaction among pharmacists, technicians, and the patients. Face-to-face interaction. Somebody can walk into pharmacy. It's pharmacy that you see. Someone can just walk into a pharmacy. So someone may be going to main market. Hey, let me go and see farm. I don't know how my body is doing me. You just enter, boom. Nobody will ask him buy card, get card, get food. You just enter, bam, and sit down with the pharmacist and discuss medical issues. And the pharmacist will be so happy to do what? Give it out to the patient like that. They may discuss finish you. He may even go without even buying any drug. I don't understand what I'm saying. There's one patient that did that when I was working at Auchi. Was it Auchi? Yes, after my youth service. The patient came in. So he just came in. He sat down with me. You know now, in my office, different people, the attendants are there, technicians are there, selling drugs to patients. So I was in the office. He just came in. We sat down. He started asking me questions, different questions about drugs, different questions about our family health. I was just answering him. After the whole thing, he said, okay, that he will go in. I said, okay. He left. After that, he came again. I said, wait, am I not paying any fee for this thing? I was shocked. A Nigerian asking me such question. I was shocked. He was like, no. He said, no. No, I should pay for this. I told him. He insisted. Yeah, I didn't tell him anything. He just put his hand in his pocket, gave me money, and left. I will not tell you. And left. I was like, wow. That means we are coming up. We are really coming up, Because he was surprised that I didn't ask him for consultation fee. He left and came back, said, but are you not paying consultation fee for all these things? I was just laughing. He said, no, I should pay for it. It's a service you render to me. I should pay for it. Because I couldn't say anything about because I did said he just put his hand in his pocket and give me a beautiful sum of money. I won't tell you the amount. Now, this is also to tell you that pharmacists can still collect consultation fee if they want to. But they are not interested in it. All they care is to do what? Help patients. Now, let's continue. Okay, based on this, we have, apart from selling drugs, as I said before now, the community pharmacy helped provision of what? Drug information what? Services. Drug information services, even to the doctor, to the individual patient. Even some doctors even come to pharmacy to ask for what? Get information about some drugs they need to know. Now let's look at this retail pharmacy. What type of retail? There are the different types of retail pharmacies you can have. You have independent pharmacies and chain pharmacies. You have what? Independent what? Pharmacy and what? Chain pharmacy. We have independent pharmacy and chain pharmacy. Or you call it franchise. You call it chain pharmacy or franchise. Independent and the chain / franchise what? Pharmacies. Independent. Let's go to independent pharmacy. We are talking about types of what? Retail what? Pharmacy, right? I said that we have independent and chain or franchise pharmacy. What is an independent pharmacy? Of course, independent pharmacy is privately owned. An independent pharmacy is privately owned, and it has relatively small size, relatively small in size, and the average of prescription that comes here may be average of 200 to 300 prescription daily. At average, 200 to 300 prescription daily, average for independent pharmacies. Can we look around? Do you have most of the pharmacies we have around here are independent what? Pharmacy. Most of them are what? Independent pharmacy. Huh? I said that. I said that in the independent pharmacy, they are privately owned. Then that they are small, they are relatively small in size. Are you with me? Then they have the average of 100 to 300 prescription come in there daily. Average of 100 to 300 prescription come in there on daily basis. Average of 100 to 300 prescription. You can you can also refer independent pharmacy. You can refer it to as neighborhood pharmacy. Neighborhood pharmacy. Neighborhood pharmacy. Do you know why? Let's go to the term neighbor. Your neighbor is somebody you know, right? Yeah, close to a person you can. Yeah, most of these independent pharmacy, their staff there know their patients one-on-one. Yes, I remember when I was in community pharmacy setting, I know my patient one-on-one. As in, I call them, know how they are doing. I call them, interact with them. I know them one-on-one. I knew them one-on-one. That's one thing about what? Independent or neighborhood what? Pharmacy. Because they are the patient listener are not that much. They know you know them by their name. Even their children self, you know the children, you know the husband, you know the wife, you know them very well because of close. That's where why they gave it the name neighborhood what? Pharmacy. In fact, if you know this professional, if you put so much in community pharmacy practice, if you truly have put your mind in it and truly care for people, you see that there is sweet. Let me use the term sweet to practice as a community pharmacist. If you know what you are doing anyway, and if you actually have people's it's what? And also if you truly care for people, you will not like anything. Apart from coming to you, they will see you as they are everything. They will so much depend. In fact, they will see you as their counselor. They will see you as a lot of things, as everything to them. And they will share a lot of secret with you. That time at the point I was like, hey, I was becoming afraid. So when come, we sit down, we see secret, they will share it with me. I will be like, hey, I'm just a pharmacist, I'm not a pastor. I'm just a pharmacist, I'm not a fact. Why? Because of the confidence the person has in you. He believes that you can also help to sort out one or two things. Some may even come from talking about drug, they start sharing family issues, problems with you, because they believe that you can help them solve a lot of problems because of how you carry yourself and how you sincerely care for them, not just about the money. Of course, the money will come, because some of them may even come. Some of them say the gift they will give you alone may even be more than what even the profit you are making from the drug you are selling to them. You see that it's no longer a business relationship now. It will turn into something else because of how you care for your patients. So please, let us care for our patients in our practice. It's very, very important. Okay.
The two types of diploma,
independent and chain/franchise. You can call it chain or call it franchise. Good. I have given a standard definition of what independent, but there are still some independent pharmacies that go beyond that. I hope you know. There are some independent pharmacies that can even, if you see the patient that comes to them, they are even more than this. But such group, you can't call them chain because they have only one branch. You can't call them chain. So you refer to them as what? Independent what? Pharmacy. Are you with me? But if you check the number of patients that comes in there, the more precision they have there, some of them may even be higher than some of the branches of chain pharmacy. But because they have only just one branch, you can't call them chain what? Pharmacy. You still refer to them as what? Independent what? Pharmacy. So these are some exceptions. Now, so some of them may even have other services apart from drugs. Some of them even do some of these independent pharmacies that are even larger than some chain pharmacies. Some of them even do compounding, extemporaneous what? Dispensing. Yes, compounding. They compound. Some of them compound. But it's rare. It's rare these days anyway. It's rare these days. Some of them even do other serious surgical, serious medical, not just only drugs. So some of them even go into medical equipment, medical devices, as in a big way. There are some you go, you see not just drugs, you start seeing both crutches. You start seeing some medical equipment, heavy medical equipment. So some of them sell them, but they are still what? Independent. Now, I don't know this type, but if you go to America, pharmacy technicians prefer working in community pharmacy more. But maybe I don't know whether it's here. Here, our independent pharmacies, our retail pharmacies are still. Do I say that they're still yet to understand fully the duties of what pharmacy technician? That's why you see them. So some of them will go and employ nurses. Some of them will go and employ nurses. But if you go to America and it's some civilized country, that's where you see pharmacy technician. Now them that one that own retail, that one that In fact, they prefer working in retail pharmacy more. They prefer retail pharmacy to even hospital what for pharmacy because of one, there are many of them. Secondly, because of the type of services they are free, they work directly under what pharmacists. But in this part of the world, they work more in what hospitals. But those things are changing now. At least for now, a lot of pharmacists are calling me looking for pharmacy technician. It's changing. We are changing it gradually. We are changing it. In fact, this one ISF, these people that just graduated, I don't think they will not even look for work. They don't do it. As I'm talking to you now, a lot of people are asking for pharmacy technician. Is the one selecting where they will go? Okay, what are they paying? What are they doing there? How is the place? That they are selecting where they will go, not that they don't have any place to go. I know a lot of pharmacists that are on my neck. Pharmacy technician, half. Haven't they graduated? You have pioneer said half. They are waiting for them. But I know because you know that gradually these people community pharmacy will start changing. What is a nurse doing in pharmacy? If you need somebody that will assist you, it should be a pharmacy technician.
There's some feel that nurse, they can.
Not a nurse.
They buy a nurse, they buy injection.
That is a wrong practice. A nurse has no business with injection. As in, pharmacy has no business with injection. Go to Pax. Does Pax pharmacy give injection? Are they not making it big?
Yeah.
What that I saying? They don't give injection in Pax till today. They don't. Can you refer to Pax as chain pharmacy or independent pharmacy? Is turning into a serious chain pharmacy. You tell about how many branches now? Up to 5 or 6. And year to year, he's adding more. Examples of independent, most of the pharmacies you see around are independent. Am I communicating? So, now, let's go to. Now, okay, I think I have explained, I have defined what is a neighborhood pharmacy, right? I said that a neighborhood pharmacy is an independent pharmacy. A neighborhood pharmacy is an independent pharmacy. You can put it down as a word of definition anyway. A neighborhood pharmacy is an independent pharmacy that is privately owned, small in size, and usually fills an average of 10 to 300 prescriptions per day. I think I've talked about it, right? But I didn't say it as a definition, right? So now take it down as a definition. A neighborhood pharmacy is an independent pharmacy that is privately owned, small in size, and usually fills an average of 100 to 300 prescriptions per day. So in pharmacies, in these retail pharmacies, you see also over-the-counter drugs and prescription-only drugs. Over-the-counter drug is what? OTC, right? Then prescription-only drug is what? POM. So different people in the community rely on this independent pharmacy for their OTCs. But that one, they don't need to get a prescription from a doctor. They just walk in there, tell the pharmacist what the pharmacist just look at them and give them the OTCs. So what are these OTCs? What are OTCs? What are over the counter? What are they? Good. Over the counter products are medications and devices that do not require a prescription for purchase and use. Over-the-counter products are medications and devices that do not require a prescription for purchase and use. So they don't need prescription for their purchase. They don't need what? Prescription. Now let's go to what? Chain pharmacy or franchise. What is a chain pharmacy? What is a chain pharmacy? A chain pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy. Remember, it is a chain pharmacy. Is it an ambulatory pharmacy? Good. A chain pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy that is owned by a corporation. That is owned by a corporation operating multiple pharmacy facilities at various locations. A chain pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy that is owned by a corporation operating multiple pharmacy facilities at various locations. I think operating multiple pharmacy facilities at various locations. Operating multiple pharmacy facilities at various locations. I think in Anambra State here, I think PAS pharmacy has gone beyond independent. Yes. Even though I don't know much, but I know he started as a privately owned, but I don't know whether he is still the only person or whether he has involved other people in it. But all I know is that at least he had up to 5 branches or more. He has how many? He had up to he's going to six branches now, or 7, or more than. To me personally, I will categorize it as a chain pharmacy. I will. Then under chain pharmacy in Nigeria, we have Med Plus. Med Plus is a chain pharmacy. Med Plus is a chain pharmacy. Med Plus. Then under one, there this pharmacy that is making waves. What's the name again? What is the name of this pharmacy? They have up to 40 branches all over Nigeria. Net Pharmacy is also a chain pharmacy. Net Pharmacy is also a chain pharmacy. There's a pharmacy a one called Net Pharmacy. Even Alpha Pharmacy is also becoming is also a chain pharmacy. Alpha Pharmacy. There's one that's in fact the pioneer, the first pharmacy that started this chain pharmacy in Nigeria. I've forgotten their name. I've forgotten their name. I remember it. These are chain pharmacies in Nigeria, the ones we know in Nigeria. So now let's continue. Chain pharmacies, they consist of branches or chains of more than one store. True of us? Yeah, of more than one doors. Of course, you know that chain pharmacies in together they generally have higher volume of prescription than independent pharmacies. True of us? Chain pharmacies they have higher volume of prescription than independent pharmacies. Examples of them. Examples we have. Anyway. There's a point I want to make here. There's a point I want to make here. Under chain pharmacy, chain pharmacy can be categorized into the following. Number one, we have mass merchandise stores. Nigeria have not got to that level. Of course, that's what it is. Nigeria have not got to that level. We have mass merchandise stores. Example of mass merchandise stores is Walmart. Remember, we are talking about categories of what? Chain pharmacies. We have categories of what? Chain pharmacies. We have mass merchandise stores. Mass merchandise. We have mass merchandise stores. Example of mass merchandise stores is Walmart. We have mass merchandise. Walmart. We also have Walmart. Mass merchandise store, Walmart. We have chain drugstores. This one, it's only drug they focus on. Are you there? Chain drugstores. Example of chain drugstores, we have CVS, Rite Aid. This one is purely CVS. One of my cousins, although distant cousin anyway, in US, he's working with CVS. He is a pharmacist. I knew when he came, when I was in school. I think I was in my final year, fourth year. He came to our school. He was looking for a wife. So there's one of my classmates. There's one of my classmates. I wanted to link him up with. He came down. He saw the girl, but the girl not into serious relationship as at that time. So he gave me his card. He gave me his commentary card. CVS. I saw CVS. That was the first time I knew about CVS. The guy is he's a pharmacist. He's been long with. When I was in final 40, how many years ago? So CVS is a what? Chain drug what? Stores. Chain drug what? Stores. Another one is Rite Aid. It's also Rite Aid Pharmacy. Rite Aid Pharmacy is also, these things are in US. I can categorize packs. It's packs actually. Pass. Okay, no. Let me finish the categories. Huh?
But they also sell other things,
Who? I'm trying to see where I'll categorize them. Yes. Share. Don't know. Let's keep that. The next group is. The next group is grocery store pharmacies. Grocery. Huh? Grocery what? Store what? Pharmacies. Example. These two ones are in US. Examples, we have Kruger's. We have Albertsons. So chain can be what? Mass merchandise stores. Example, Walmart. Mass merchandise means that they have a different other things, either apart from the drug, other mass merchandise. But chain drugstores is purely what? Is it clear? Why grocery? What should be in? What do you expect to see in grocery? I think pass should be here. I think pass should be here.
There's one that's but I have boutique self.
I think those ones should be. Where the thing here, she mass merchandise.
So all these supermarket friends to our pharmacy
Okay. He said supermarket that used to have pharmacy attached to the where the categorize them, but they are not. Or if they are chain, are they chain?
They don't have other branches now.
They are not here. They can't be categorized because they are not chain.
So something like ShopRite now. ShopRite has pharmacy.
ShopRite does ShopRite have pharmacy?
ShopRite have pharmacy. ShopRite has pharmacy. It's an individual come and rent
ShopRite doesn't have pharmacy. ShopRite just like now if you go to ShopRite,
yes. Like
Med Plus is there at ShopRite Onitsha here. Med Plus. Most of these chain pharmacies, they like going to ShopRite to open their branches. If you go to ShopRite Onitsha, you see Alpha Pharmacy there. You see Med Plus there. About 4 pharmacies are there. All of them are chain pharmacies. They have that is how they follow ShopRite up and down. Different anywhere ShopRite open, they will put the pharmacy. That's what I think. Pax has also started. Pax has started it now. Pax at Asaba, where is it? Is it separate? Okay. It's not inside. But I know that there's a branch that is in. I think okay. He has his own at. I think he has the one at Roban, at Oka. There's one he opened at Oka. Yes. There's one he opened inside that Roban. Yes. That same place. That same thing. That same inside that same place. And I think he's targeting that. That's what most of these chain pharmacies in Nigeria. This Med Plus, Alpha Pharmacy, Net Pharmacy at Owerri. There's a Net Pharmacy in chain. There's Net Pharmacy in ShopRite Owerri. Most of these chain pharmacies, our own chain pharmacies in Nigeria, are like that now. They go to ShopRite because it helps them to. Once ShopRite finish building, they just go and take one listen and stay there. People go in there steady. People not going. People flow into. People don't go. They flow. Okay, so these are categories of what? Chain what? Now, another thing you need to know, but unlike independent pharmacy, chain pharmacies, they try to, in fact, their staff have a career with them more than independent pharmacy. You know what I mean by have a career? As in, most of them are, if they employ you, you grow. No, you grow. You grow from ordinary pharmacy that I employ. You can grow to manager. You can grow to. They have career path, and you can. In fact, they can sponsor you to any. They can sponsor you to go and train you in one or two things concerning your career growth. But most independents now on their own. They think more of their. You do that kind of thing. You leave the employee, you remain there. The pharmacy, that's where you're not growing to anywhere. But most chain pharmacies, that's why most chain pharmacies. There's one of my classmates that was employed at Med Plus. Now he's a branch manager now. You see it now? He's now a branch manager. There. Managing a branch. You see, he grew from over the years now. and they keep sponsoring even your certification examination. Anything, so far you are a staff. There's what is called career growth. Oh yeah, good. They give too. All those things. You know that you have arrived. They pay pension. You know all those things. The point now is to get work there. And most of them work to, I don't know, it's only Nigeria. I don't know whether, but it seems in Abuja, it seems some of them have started working 24 hours in Abuja. I don't know. But outside, there in US, you see the 24 hours they're working. They're open. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 24/7. They are open. They don't close.
The one in estates, in some estates where they have security. Yes, first tag is how much they open.
They only open, but they do shift, morning shift. There are some people in morning shift, some afternoon shift, some night shift, 3 shifts, or evening shift. Yes, morning, afternoon, what? Evening. So that is obtainable in what? Different types and categories. We started from introducing the course. We came down to what retail pharmacy is, ambulatory pharmacy. We then came down to different branches. Please, before we stop, there's something I want to define. Hello? There's something I want to define. I want to define franchise pharmacy. Franchise pharmacy. I have a reason for defining it. In as much as we say chain pharmacy or franchise pharmacy, there's something I want to talk about there. Listen. A franchise pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy. I have defined chain pharmacy, right? Now look at franchise pharmacy. A franchise pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy that consists of facilities at multiple locations, although each pharmacy may be separately owned. A franchise pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy that consists of facilities at multiple locations, although each pharmacy may be separately owned. Can someone tell me the difference between a franchise pharmacy is a retail or ambulatory pharmacy that consists of facilities at multiple locations, although each pharmacy may be separately owned. Can someone tell me the difference between franchise pharmacy and chain pharmacy? They are related, but there's a slight difference. They're not totally the same.
Let me say, owning a brand now, and another person comes to use my name.
Good. Give me high five. That is it. That's a franchise. You see, Pax now. Pax has made them. Tomorrow I may come up. I want to open a pharmacy. Listen carefully. Pax has built a name for himself. I'm saying Pax because Pax is the only pharmacy that have that nature around this place. Pax has built a name over the years now. That any place Pax is, people respect that name. It's a brand already. Tomorrow, as a young guy that is coming up, we don't know how to do business in the southeast. That's our problem. We think that we think that we know how to do business, but we don't know how to do business. We are just struggling. We don't know how to do business. In Nigeria as a whole, southeast in particular, we have problem. You are past pharmacy is here, doing well. You come and build your own here, spend like 10 million, 20 million, build your own, start your own here. Tomorrow your own will close down because you will be beating you hands down. Why not form a franchise with him? Why not form a franchise? His name is selling. Enter into agreement with him that I own this place, but it's a franchise. That's what they define as a franchise. See, if you say chain pharmacy, it can be owned individually, it can be owned by a corporation. But chain pharmacy is broad. But when you say franchise, specifically, it's not owned by the same person, rightfully. The person, they're using the name. You can enter agreements. Say, okay, I'll be the branch. Everything in that branch will bear your name. Everything is Pax. My name will not be there, but I'm the owner. I'm the one that own the place. But it will be your name. You discuss how the percentage will be taken. Simple. Most of these big companies you see just scattered. What is, I think it Kentucky Fried Chicken, I think it Crunches. If you check, most people are not. It's not that person that owns everything, but because he has built a name, different people will come under that name and be giving her, the owner, some percentage from this annual sale or monthly sale, as the case may be. But everything are concerning running that place. But everything that are running must be in the name. Everything that are printing, anything is name of Crunches. So that means everything we are going to do will be in Pax. My name will not appear on any paper of that branch. It's Pax. Outsiders will look at it, think that it's Pax. But it's not that they don't know that it's me that owns the place. With that, I will be growing. Pax will be growing. I may tomorrow that branch may do well. I'll grow, make more money, I'll open another branch and Pax them. I'll keep spreading. I'll keep spreading. All of us will do what? Instead of fighting each other, we are doing what? We are growing together. That's one thing we lack here. Until we have that spirit of that type of business, okay, this person is more than you. You can't beat him. You can't beat him. Remember, you may be using his name, or you may make more money. Hope you know, because it's your business. You are using his name to be. Maybe you may agree that you will be paying maybe 10%. You are paying 10% to. He's not using anything. He just stays because you use a name. He's making 10% every month. But you are making more big money in that name. But to him, whether you pay him or not, he's there. After all, the name is there. He didn't contribute 1 naira to what you built. So he's not losing anything. Every month, he's 10% to enter. He has built the name. His name is just giving him money. And you that is there, you're making more money, struggling, trying to raise more branches because you are making money with that name. You keep building the different branches with that name. Before 1 year, you see the whole country everywhere pass. But you don't know business here. We think that or Grafia, so that his name will start spreading. I want my own name to spread too. That's our problem. You see this for Walmart, you see them, you think it's just one person. This is a franchise now. This is a franchise. If they tell the individual that owns those branches, you'll be, hey. It may even be your neighbor in your flat that owns a branch. You won't even know. That's one thing with it. You live a quiet life. No. That's one thing with this type of business. You may even be a staff there that owns it without even knowing. Or people won't even know. You won't even draw any attention to yourself. All you know is that everything is legally arranged. You can't take it off the company. It's a franchise. You can't take it up. You cannot. As your children are growing up, they know that it's a franchise. Everything is documented. There's law that backing it. So he can not tomorrow. Instead, he won't even want to do nonsense with it because you know that his name is spreading. Just like as I am now, if I open my own pharmacy, Chetana Pharmacy tomorrow, by God's grace, and the name starts spreading, people come to me and hey, please come. I even want it safe because I am making. They are struggling to build more branches. My name is spreading. More money is entering my account. I'll just stay every month. That money will just be entering. I'm not paying tax. As I'm not that the one doing everything. So the two parties are enjoying. Instead of fighting each other, they now work together. Because if you're on your own, you start struggling. You start fighting each other so that you would defeat the person and become the best of the best. It won't take you to anywhere. So I just let me define so that you know what a franchise is. Are we there? All right. So we'll stop here. It's 11 o'clock again. I wanted us to do. I wanted us to do what is it called again? Hospital, but we don't have time again. Now how time flies? Now wow. No. Hey. Okay. All right. Let's stop here for now. Let's go into hospital pharmacy practice, okay? Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.